Welcome to Route 183 southbound. This is the slow road to Reading, Pennsylvania. There are two ways to get to Reading. One is Route 61, but that's been under construction since... and it will remain under construction until Half-Life 3 comes out. I don't drive 183 that often anymore. 183 is a place where you're never in a hurry. See, even this guy in the Hyundai, we're going below the speed limit. Everybody's driving below the speed limit. And the guy in the car in front of me could pass, but he or she isn't. So we're going to poke along here, and it takes about usually 45 minutes to get to Reading. Which is interesting because I'm going to Philly right now, and I need to get on that turnpike before the traffic hits. I'm not used to traffic living in the middle of Nowhereville, Pennsylvania, and in that way I suppose I'm spoiled. How long does it take to get somewhere? It takes a half hour. And that's a Pennsylvania thing. I find it weird when other people refer, well, where are you going? Well, it's 14 miles away. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me. I need to know time, and that's more of a PA thing than it is in other states, referring to distances in time instead of the distance. Because traffic is so predictable, it will always take this distance. Okay, that guy's going up on the dirt road, I think. Is he? Is he going up in the dirt road, or is he just going to cruise in the left lane? Got into the left lane for no reason. He's just going to stay there. Well, we're unsure if we should pass or not. Jeep? No, Ford. Ford Escape. Ford Escape? Where are my windows again? Probably Ford Escape. I used to think the colors around here during the fall is... Seriously, why on earth did you get in the left lane? See ya. Bye. Waiting for a turn signal. That was your last turn off. See, and now the roads are going to go down. We're going to go back down into one lane once we reach the top of the hill. At the top of this hill, you know, we get spoiled with the Appalachian Mountains. We call them mountains. No, the Rocky Mountains are mountains. The Appalachians are hills. At the top of this hill is the Appalachian Trail. Crosses over the top of this hill here. And the Appalachian Trail goes from Maine all the way down to Georgia. I've never hiked it, never done anything. You see a lot of people up here backpacking and hitchhiking at the top of this hill. They want to go to Hamburg, where it picks up again. They go through places like Port Clinton Peanut Shop. I don't know if that's still there. And now we begin the descent. We begin to descend out of the Appalachian foothills and go down into Reading and the adjacent Lehigh Valley, but we're not going there. We're going all the way to Philly. Welcome, state game lands. Hunt safely. Watch that guy in the Ford Escape come rearing up behind me again. .183 is always a very lazy road to drive. There's no stop signs. There's hardly any intersections. And it's a good way to get gas mileage, because you're not really on the highway tacking it up. Well, someone wrecked there. But there's always a nasty road, especially this descent when winter comes around. That's Interstate 419. If you go that way, you can get on Interstate 78 and head to Harrisburg. Or you can stay on this road and get on Interstate 78 and get to Harrisburg. It was always weird growing up. Oh, construction. It was always weird growing up and referring to these things as highways, and meeting people who grew up in Philly or other places that had legitimate highways, whereas these little two-lane roads are not highways to them, but they're a highway to me. Am I going slow enough for you? I'm going 20. I never know how slow I should go through these things, because sometimes you get a guy who gets a who gets a cone in his hand and a flashlight in his heart, and suddenly all the power trip of that orange flashlight goes to his head. And then he starts directing traffic like a draconian lord of the land. Although that rarely happens. All the power of the D-cell batteries went to his head. And he starts making up his own directions for people. Or then you get the guy who's directing traffic who clearly doesn't want to be there and is directing traffic down from his hip. He's got the flashlight down there and he's like, come on, come on. He's miffed that you have the audacity to drive on the road. Each car that passes fills him with contempt, as if traffic is the reason he's standing there.